Your silence allowed him to continue believing something you knew was false. The fact that he was angry doesn't change the truth. Scripture says, "Therefore, having put away falsehood, let each one of you speak the truth with his neighbor." Ephesians 4:25. And whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin. James 4:17. You eventually recognized that you had a responsibility to correct the false impression, even though doing so was uncomfortable. And you did. You went after him. You admitted what happened. You said you didn't have the courage to tell him at the time. You took responsibility. That was the right thing. And the relief you felt afterward makes sense. You had stopped protecting yourself at the expense of truth. Number 2, the important thing isn't whether you got caught. You could have let that customer leave forever. He might have never known, but nobody at the restaurant might have ever known. You could have kept the money if you wanted to, but you knew, and that was enough. That's a significant biblical principle. Integrity means doing what is right even when there is no external consequence for doing wrong. Proverbs says, "The integrity of the upright guides them." Proverbs 11:3. You weren't trying to preserve your reputation. You were trying to preserve your integrity. That's much deeper. Number 3. Double standards are wrong because truth must be applied consistently. Your driver's behavior bothered you because you had been given a standard. This was when I took a ride and I had a phone call that I needed to take. And they said, if another customer gets in the car, then I can't have you talking. I said, I'll make it quick, or can I just move to the back? I ended up finishing that phone call incredibly quickly, but it wasn't till maybe a minute later that another customer got into this transit car that I had ordered, and the entire way the driver talked. And I thought to myself, what was the difference between the two? But as we are going to discuss, given a standard, no talking when another customer is present. You accepted that restriction. Then the exact person enforcing it began talking with the other customer. That is precisely the kind of inconsistency Scripture condemns. Jesus said, "First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye." Matthew 7:5.